Without objection.
Mr. Speaker, let me start by thanking the thousands of firefighters who each year put their lives at risk to battle wildfires that have plagued, like those that have plagued California and other western states. We owe it to them, as well as to the American people, to use every measure available to fight fires in ways that reduces their risk of those firefighters and the risk of losing lives and property among our population. I'd like to read just in the last years, and that is in 2018, wildfires in California burned 1,117,000 acres. That is nationally, there was 6.5 million acres burned. In California, we had 6 fatalities. Nationally, there were 16 fatalities. California property losses were 2,356 houses. Those are people's homes, and 1,239 non-residential buildings. On that note, today, I'd like to draw the attention of my colleagues and the American people to what I consider to be an inexcusable roadblock that is stopping the implementation of new, innovative, and tested effective firefighting technology. In 2008, I helped secure funding for research and testing of a technology that ultimately became Precision Container Aerial Delivery System, or PCADS. And it was designed specifically for military aircraft, including the C-17s and the C-130s, and others as well. It has been tested over the years and proven to deliver massive amounts of water or fire retardant onto fires using GPS and other expertise. It is safer, more accurate, and much more effective than traditional aerial firefighting. Yet, a decade later, this technology has not been put to use, despite the Air National Guard's report determining that the PCADs operationally and they are operationally effective and appropriate for the use of C-130 firefighting aircraft or military aircraft that can be made firefighting. This has been deemed operational, yet for the last 8 months, while we have lost all of these homes and all of these lives, these aircraft, hundreds of these aircraft, C-130s and C-17s, have sat on the tarmac. This aircraft was designed for military use, but without modification can save the lives and homes of American citizens throughout this country who are victimized by wildfires and other type of fires. The primary responsibility of our government is to protect the lives of our people with the best available tools, and it is certainly not doing so. So I have written, and I submit for the record now, Mr. Speaker, letters that I have written to the Director of our Air National Guard, to Secretary Mattis, Secretary of Defense, and Heather Wilson, the Secretary of the Air Force. I would hope that we will get some support from these leaders that have been appointed by President Trump to protect the American people in any way they can. Having these airplanes sit on the tarmac, sitting there in California and elsewhere throughout this country, when they could drop fire retardant and massive amounts of fire retardant water, saving homes, little cul-de-sacs that would catch on fire and be destroyed. One flight over those cul-de-sacs could have saved them. Thousands of people have lost their lives needlessly because of bureaucratic intransigence in our military. So we're calling on the Air National Guard, the Air Force, and of course our Secretary of Defense to unblock this impediment to protecting the lives of our people with U.S. military equipment that can do the job. With that, I thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, and submit these letters for the record.
The gentleman yields back. The chair recognizes the gentleman